Hi there, I'm Freya Robbins with Zollinger Mediation. I wanted to talk to you today about the idea of, do we mend it or do we end it in terms of relationships? So when I think of my own self and what I went through, I knew that I needed to do everything I possibly could. So I would feel like in my heart of hearts that I had done everything I possibly could do to help the relationship work, which to me meant being honest and open. It meant going to counseling. It meant really working hard, being vulnerable, sharing my innermost thoughts and feelings and concerns with my spouse. So I had to have someone who was willing to do that. And to the extent that we have someone who is willing to do that, then that's great. We can go to counseling. But some of the things we think about are, history. How long have we been together? Is this relationship worth mending, repairing, staying together? How much history do we have? Have we been together for 3 years and we realize it's really bad? Have we been together for 10 or 15 years and it might be worth saving? So it's different for everyone. You could be in a 30-year relationship and say, this has been horrible and it's really not worth mending. I really need to get out. So I think some of the other things that we think about are safety. Am I thinking about leaving because I've been abused? Is this an abusive situation? Physically, emotionally, financially, sexually? Has it been abusive? And if you don't know what an abusive situation is, I would really suggest that you get some good counseling and therapy so that you have a sense, because sometimes when we're in an abusive situation, we don't realize it. We can't see it because it's all too familiar. So knowing the situation you're in, understanding, is it dangerous? Should I really get out? Do I have children I should be protecting? Should I make sure that my children are safe? Those are all reasons that you should be strongly considering leaving, yet you might not even be aware that it is as bad as it is. And oftentimes when we're in an abusive situation, we are in denial and we don't really know how bad it really is. So think about that. Get clear on whether your situation is abusive or not. If it's not abusive and your spouse is willing to get therapy and you want to, I highly recommend that you go to couples counseling together. I am firmly a believer in the institution of marriage. I don't like to see couples getting to the point where they have to go through divorce. And in some cases, I have couples that come to me and they say, we don't really know if we want to get a divorce or not. I mean, we're so uncertain. We're not sure. I don't know if I want to be with him or not be with him. I'm in this place of flip-flopping. One day I feel this way and another day I feel that way. I do have clients that come to me and we do what we call marital mediation. I'm not a therapist. It's not my job to do intensive therapy with you. But sometimes we can talk about some tools and some roles of how you two have been handling chores, finances, communication, that if we can uncover those and work through those, oftentimes couples get great help with that and decide that they don't want to get a divorce and they really want to stay together and work on their relationship. So that's one avenue to be able to mend it and keep that relationship. What are the advantages? Well, I would say the advantages are financially, you're staying together. It certainly costs less to live under one roof. And if you have accumulated a lot of assets, you may not want to be thinking about dividing those. For the benefit for the children, if you are working on a healthy relationship, I think it's good for the children to see you struggle and to see you make a relationship work. I don't think it's good if you're constantly in conflict and struggling and the children don't see you make progress, or the children see you stay in an abusive relationship. I don't think that's healthy for anyone. So only you can decide that. So mend it is we've figured out a way to go to counseling, get therapy, do marital mediation. Maybe you both need to be in individual counseling on your own and also be in some kind of joint therapy or marital mediation to work on the relationship. Now, if you've gotten to the place where you know you just can't do this anymore, or you have already been to marriage counseling or therapy on your own, and you know that you just can't do this anymore, then you may have decided, I can't even think about mending it. I wish I could, but I know I can't, and I need to end this. If that is the choice that you have come to the conclusion of, whether you have spoken with your spouse or not, I recommend that you go to my website. It's ZollingerMediation.com. That's ZOLLINGER mediation.com. And there's a lot of information on there. But I do help couples who have decided that they want to separate and or divorce, and they want to do it in an amicable way, and they want to honor the family relationship as mother and father if you are parents of minor children, or even if you're not parents of minor children. Maybe you have grown children and you have grandchildren and you have relationships obviously with all of them, and you want to maintain healthy relationships. Mediation is a great way to create a new relationship with your spouse that's different, but it will be effective, and hopefully it will be healthy, and the two of you can move on in your lives in a healthy way. In mediation, we handle the financial issues, the emotional issues, the legal issues that you have to prepare what you need to get prepared for your finalization, for a judge to help okay what you two have put together. It's done with guidance with a neutral party to help you understand the decisions you might make before you make those decisions. So we do all the financial analysis, alimony if it's a component, child support, understanding the division of assets, helping you look at budgets and what life will look like in the future if this is what you decide to do. So I welcome the opportunity to help you if that would be of service to you.